Hello, everybody. I'm Linda with Gotta Be Handmade. Today, I thought I would come to you and bring you a little project that I'm working on. I'm making some stem orchids for my Etsy shop, and I thought you would like to see how they're made. I'm going to share this with you, and while I'm moving my camera forward, remember, if you'd like to purchase some of my handmade orchids, just let me know in the feed. Or visit my Etsy shop at Gotta Be Handmade. And you can purchase right there. Let me see. Let me show you exactly what I'm working on. I think this needs to be lowered just a bit. There we go. Yes. That's it. That's it. Okay. Orchids are one of my favorite flowers. I don't think there is another flower like the wonderful orchid. And because of that, when I got my new Cricut maker, I found this orchid and I've been making it ever since. I love orchids. And my mom said that the orchid was one of her mother's favorite. So I don't know, maybe that's where I got it from. Now let me show you some that I've made. These are stemmed. They are on a wire so you can bend them and use them in your decorations. You can use them when you're decorating for your wedding. You can use them in an arrangement just for everyday pleasure. They are made from cardstock, and as I stated, I cut them right from my Cricut, and then I put them together. Now in the Cricut, you put them together and they are flat like this. But I don't leave mine there. I'll show you how I give them a little and bring them to life. I just love them. And this stem is just the flower, and this one has the flower and the buds on the end. You know how the orchids are made. And I have one up here. Let me see if you can see that in this arrangement, and it is the finished product. Let me raise my camera. There it is. Can you see it? Isn't it gorgeous? I just love orchids. There it is. And if you keep watching my videos and you subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'm going to show you how to make this little vase to display your orchids in. There we go. Okay. Now, let me put these to the side. This set is going to be a set of 10, I believe, in my Etsy shop. So I'm finishing up the set, and I thought I would share with you exactly how they are made. And perhaps no one has ever shown you. And I thought you would enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. Now let me lower my camera just a little bit more. This is what I use. I use my hot glue gun, which is here, and I have some extra sticks right here. With my Cricut maker, I'm able to cut out my orchid, and the orchid itself is 3 pieces. Let me show you what the pieces look like. This is the back piece. That was the really large one. This is the piece that goes on top of that. And this is that wonderful center in the orchid. There you go. Now, on the pattern in the Cricut, this is how you put the center. But I have so many pictures of live orchids. This is like this in my orchid. So my orchid is a little different, even from the maker, the Cricut maker. And I have some scissors, just in case I need to cut out a little something. I'll have that. These are my stems. I'm going to get one of these out. Let me put these over here. And as I stated, these are wired, so you can bend the orchid just like the one up there. You can bend it and it will look more realistic and you'll just enjoy it. You know, these would be great in your bathroom, on your cabinetry in your bathroom. And you wouldn't have to worry about planting the orchid. And I'm going to make an arrangement with the greenery, with the orchids, and you'll have everything. You'll have a little greenery, you'll have the stem orchid that you can bend with the wire, and it's going to be gorgeous, especially, like I said, in a master bathroom. Now look, these excuse me, I cut out by hand. These are the little buds, let me get one, on the tips of your orchid. You know, if you see a live orchid, some of them have the little buds on the end. So that's what these are. Now those, I just, with my scissors and my cardstock, I just cut those out randomly. So each one is different, just like in nature. And I'll show you how I make them into the buds. With my scissors, I cut up the center. Let me bring this closer and give it an opening. I put a little hot glue on one side, and then I bend this over and fold it into shape, giving it just a little oval shape. And I do several of these. Let me put my glasses on. And they turn out so nice. You see? Makes a little cup. Let me turn it around. You see? It bends it, giving it a little shape. And I have these in all sizes, from large to very small. And I just cut them out randomly. It's no specific pattern. And then I add the glue. Now you see this one? It has a little bit more bend to it. So I'm going to even it up right here on the tips. Just clip that little tip. So it won't be hanging off when I glue it onto the stem. There it is. That's it. And you see the back? And I never know exactly how many of these I'll be using. It just depends when I'm working on it. That's one thing about handmade products. I think each piece is so unique. I really do. I think each piece is just so unique. And those of us that create handmade decor, we love it. There we go. I'll make one more. Just a little glue. Bend it around. Hold it for a second. And it's in place. Now this one needs to be clipped. I'll do one more and really bend this one. Just like that. There we go. Clip the end. And there it is. Okay, that's enough of the buds. Now let's get started. I have them laid out. This is my stem. And I usually start from the bottom. The reason I start from the bottom is because an orchid goes from the largest flower all the way up to the buds or the smaller flower. They get smaller at the tips. So I start with the large one, and I leave about maybe 3 inches or so of the stem. I hope you had a good day today. We are coming through hurricane season. And at church today, one of our members shared with us that she lost everything. Her home and everything in it is underwater. So say a prayer for those suffering from the effects of Hurricane Florence. You see, the second piece is glued right on top, just like that. Now it's time for this. Now on the cricket, as I stated, it's like this. But I don't know, looking at real orchids, I turned it the opposite direction, like that. There we go. And you may need to clean up a little of the hot glue if you're going to give this a try. But there it is. Let's do another one. That's the largest one that I cut out. Now let's do the medium size. I make a large, a medium, and a small, but I never know how I'm going to place them on the stem. I'm going to slant this one just a little bit. I put a dab of glue, and this goes underneath the back of the wire. You see? It's on the back side underneath. That's just the hot glue. This is the top. I put another little dollop of glue on the top of that stem, and then the second part to the orchid, I glue right on top of there to hold it in place. And then that wonderful orchid center goes right there. Right there. And you see, it's not flat all the way up. Some are, but this one and others, I change them up, because in nature, no two are the same. No two are the same. And orchids come in so many colors. Oh my goodness. I just love them. Take a look at them sometimes. They are in the grocery stores frequently in this area. A little glue. And this one I think I'll slant just slightly to my left, which is your right. A little glue on top. The second piece goes right across there. And I kind of bend it around that stem. A little glue. And once again, that amazing orchid center right on top. That's 3. I think I'll put a 4th one. And then I'll just do just a little to show you those buds. This is the back. And this one I think I'll just go flat. I'll just lay it straight on the stem. So I'll need a little glue. Right there. Right there. That's just the glue. It comes off really easily. And if you know somebody getting married, these are great decorating for a wedding. And for an orchid lover, it's wonderful in your home. There you go. A little glue for the center. Turn it around just like that. Now you see how I started with the large one and we're coming up and they're smaller. Now right here on the tip, let me put a few of the buds and you'll be able to see how those go. Now what I do is, the buds I do the same way. I start with the ones that are the largest. So let me kind of size them up because each one of these are different. So that's kind of the largest right here, these two, medium and small. So let's get started. Let me show you. That's one. Let's place this one right on the inside. So I put a little glue on the back. We're going to start this one on the back. Right there. And hold it just for a second. There it is. You know, it's been kind of a tough time in this area with the hurricane, and so much is going on in my life with my husband's health and everything. I'm so glad I'm able to be creative and make these orchids and things like this for my customers. It means so much to me. Okay, I'm going to do it again. I'm going to put another one right on the back. And this time, I'm going to put it on the other side. Kind of in the center right there. Let's do it like that. And then I'm going to put a little glue on this side. Get another one. And I'm going to glue it right on top. Just like that. And you see how that kind of hides the tip of that stem. And I may even put one right here. Yeah, I have a small one. So I put it right here. Right there. Just to kind of hide a little bit more of that stem and give it some dimension. Now let me bring it up close. Can you see it? There it is. Just like that. Now there may be a few strands of glue that have to be removed before I call it completed. But let me show you how we bring these to life. On this top, let me bring it over, I'm sorry. Bring my camera forward just a little. There we go. I just crease it right there. Crease it. And you don't need a guide because each one is different. Like that. And then for this centerpiece, I always give it just a slight little crease. And you see how this one looks so much more alive than the flat one. And let's do something to that amazing decorative center that the Lord gave to the orchid. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? And you see on the back, the stem is covered, just like with a real orchid. And then I do the next one. Just crease that, both of those. And you don't need to measure. Bring it up. Bring it up. See how that's coming to life? And right here, I just give it a slight little crease, just like that. And then that amazing orchid center. I love orchids so much, but for some reason, I can't grow them. I met a lady the other day at the VA hospital, and she has flowers all at her desk. She has green ones, she has some that bloom, and she was telling me that in her bedroom she has orchids because she loves the fragrance. Now, orchids are a bit strong in fragrance. I don't know if I could have a whole bedroom full of them. There you go. And I said, how in the world do you grow them? And she was trying to give me a class on growing them, and she was telling me that it was really easy. Doesn't work for me. But for the holidays, I promised my sister I'm going to treat both of us to an orchid. And let's give it a shot again, because I've tried in the past. Let me see. There it is. That was my hot glue gun. There it is. There it is. Now, because this is on the wire, you can bend it. Orchids usually kind of tilt down just ever so slightly. And you can do that. You can twist the wire where some are facing you and some facing away from you. And that's kind of like the natural bend in the orchid. Now, if you were using this in a floral arrangement, you can use it hanging off the table like that. You can use it in a hanging basket. You can use it in the vase. Just put a couple in the vase, just like that. And that's the orchid. Now, I also love Swarovski crystals. If you really want to be creative, just add a crystal in the center to give it that little glimmer. Let me get my crystals and show you what it would look like if you added crystals. Now, let me see. My desk is behind me, and I don't want to move my camera. Everybody that knows me knows that I love Swarovski crystals. And here's my little container with my crystals, my Swarovskis. Let me turn them over. Can you see them? Push this up a bit. I keep them in this little container. Nothing glows like a Swarovski. Oh, I think they are beautiful. Now let me see if I can get this on camera. Okay. I'm gonna put just just a little dab of glue. Get the crystal, press it down. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? I hope you can see it. Let's do another one. I would put one in the center, and if you really like them and you want that shimmer in your master bathroom, or you have that special place you're gonna have a vase filled with them, put a couple. That's a little glue. There it is. Let's do another one. I really need a new hot glue gun with a sharper tip, you know. Uh-oh. Did I get it in the glue? I hope so. If not, I'll take it off and do it again. There it is. Oh, nothing like a Swarovski. Let's do the last one. And when the light hits them, oh my goodness. I have another video that I'm making that will show you my new Christmas ornaments. And all of my Christmas ornaments, I think, have a Swarovski somewhere. There it is. I just think that brings it out so. Now that we've completed that one, let me raise the camera and once again take a quick look at the finished one in the vase. Now I haven't added the crystals, but there it is. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. This would be perfect on your desk, in your office space, in your conference room. This would be great in, like I said, in your master bathroom or your guest bathroom, on your countertop. Just a little something special. Now these are made from cardstock, 60 weight, and they are sturdy, can't get wet, but they are sturdy and they will last quite a long time. I'm going to go through, and the rest of these stemmed ones, I'm going to place a Swarovski crystal, and you'll be able to see that shine and that glimmer every time the light hits them right there in the center. So I hope you enjoyed this little project with me. Let me see. Turn the camera around to me. That's my mom's sewing machine. There I am. I hope you enjoyed this little project with me. And again, if you're interested in some of my handcrafted orchids, just convo me. Send me a message and let me know. I'm everywhere at Gotta Be Handmade. My Etsy shop is Gotta Be Handmade. And look, I have a group, Gotta Be Handmade Live. Now, Gotta Be Handmade Live is a place where I sell handmade products, not only my handmade products, but handmade products of artists from all over the world. And on Gotta Be Handmade Live on Facebook, You can join the group and shop for handmade products. Each artist has an opportunity to showcase 10 of their products, and you get to buy it right there. Ask questions from the handmade artists about that product, and I have everything from clothing to moonshine. Yes, there's a gentleman that makes moonshine, handmade moonshine. Everything handmade, home decor, clothing, baby items, toys, gifts. You'll enjoy it. So that's on Facebook, Gotta Be Handmade Live. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Gotta Be Handmade. I'm Linda again. Because for the best, it's just gotta be handmade. Have a blessed day, everybody. Bye-bye.